Hi and welcome to Frankfurt International Airport Terminal 1, where I'm going to be trying out Condor's brand new A330-900Neo all the way to the Maldives. Now, not only will I be travelling in business class, but I'll be travelling in their prime seats, which is the airline's version of the Business Plus product. Let's find out why the airline won Most Improved Brand 2022 in our awards last year. Follow me. We started our journey in Frankfurt International Airport, by no means my favourite airport in Europe, but Condor does have its own separate check-in area at the very end of the check-in hall. Surprisingly, there was a bit of a queue, with only 2 check-in staff when we arrived, catering for several flights. After about 20 to 25 minutes, we picked up our boarding pass and made our way through the terminal. Now, Frankfurt Airport isn't huge, but with all the security lanes and passport controls, we were grateful for Condor's fast track. Condor still utilises Lufthansa's business class lounges, something we would love to see change. Condor has a great opportunity here to create a branded experience at the airport that will set it apart from its competitors instead of sharing the ground experience with them. That said, the lounge was spacious, well catered, albeit we wish it had a better view. Before long, it was time to board, and it would be impossible not to notice your aircraft in a lineup, with its stripy award-winning livery really catching your eye in the airport. We were lucky enough to be the first to board, while the plane was just having its finishing touches, so we could see the whole aircraft from tip to tail. On boarding, you really get a sense that this is an airline with a desire to stand out. And love it or loathe it, we love it, the stripe motif running through the cabin really makes for a memorable experience on board. Unlike the 767s, the cabin has opted for all-aisle access, immediately trumping Lufthansa's current fleet-wide product, although the new Allegris will offer an equal product in the long run. But Condor has pipped Lufthansa to the punch with an impressive passenger experience with really well-appointed and perfectly trimmed seats. Obviously, the best seats in a staggered environment are those away from the aisles, so solo travellers really should select one of those next to the window. Even better, at the front of the business class cabin is the prime seats, ones that you might have to pay a little more for, but give a range of additional amenities and swathes more space, especially the window seats, which have larger ottomans than the centre pair. Now let's give you a full tour of the aircraft. At the front is the airline's Premium Economy, which is more an economy comfort proposition as the seats are the same as economy, but they do provide more legroom and additional soft product perks. Behind that is the economy cabin in a passenger favourite 2x4x2 configuration, limiting the amount of middle seats. You'll notice the size of the in-flight entertainment screens. Now for a prime seat tour. There's plenty of storage beside the seat, with a large side table and storage area for amenities and headphones. With the prime seat, there's also a second side table next to the ottoman, as well as a small storage unit to the side of the ottoman for your more valuable items. The seat controls are super easy to use and require two touches, one to wake up the panel and another to activate, which stops accidental control of the seat when leaning on it. There's also USB, USB-C and standard power adapters, a large table which folds out from the center to allow dining for two, and an intuitive controller with a trackpad to aid navigation. On boarding, there's a wealth of amenities on offer, from champagne to slippers, amenity kits which are basic but do the job, and a stripy travel organizer which acted as a beach bag in the Maldives for us. But the real winner are those really stylish pajamas, complete with hoodie with stripy lining. Let's take a look at the menu. After takeoff, we had hot towels, a complimentary Wi-Fi messaging voucher for the flight, our snack box was delivered, and an aperitif was served just before dinner. The service approach was a bit confused, sometimes serving us first and sometimes starting the service from the back of the aircraft. I think this is a service proposition that's still being ironed out, as the prime seat offering was only introduced a matter of weeks ago when we tried it. The starters, just like before, were great, and it's nice to have a selection rather than just one. The main courses were good, but the veal was a little tough. The fish main dish was a lot nicer. This was followed by cheese and crackers, as well as a cheesecake that was delicious, all washed down by digestives, not that we opted for them as the wine and champagne had already hit the spot. After dinner, which finished 2 hours after takeoff, it was time to head to sleep and recline the seat into that ample bed, which was super comfortable, giving me more than 5 hours shut-eye. I was woken by a hot towel and a glass of juice with just 2 hours to run, and within 15 minutes we were served a delicious breakfast with warm pastries. And an impressive first for me on board, a boiled egg, as well as a really strong espresso. So welcome aboard Condor Airlines A330-900Neo prime seats in their business class cabin. To be honest, the entire experience has far exceeded my expectations. On boarding the aircraft, you can really see that the airline has spent a lot of attention to detail. The entire cabin really feels considered, and the design touches really go far to elevate the entire passenger experience. When it comes to the front 4 seats in the cabin, they're prime seats. The airline has really invested further into the passenger experience. From soft touches including the pajamas to things like the snack box, which is available to you throughout the flight. In a previous trip report, I actually mentioned that if the airline had managed to upgrade its hard product, they would be onto a winner. And that was because of the service offering that this airline provides. The service has been exceptional, the crew have been incredibly friendly, and nothing has been too much of an ask for them. On a 9-hour flight, you would expect a full service, a dinner and a breakfast, and the airline hasn't disappointed there either. Whether you're traveling in the normal business class seat or the prime seat, the entire cabin experience and ambience has been fantastic. But things that I really do like about the prime seat are the ginormous 27-inch TV screen, the additional legroom, and not feeling trapped by having your feet inside a cubbyhole. But even looking at the normal business class seats, there's plenty of space for you to stretch your legs. We have about 1 hour to run, which gives me just enough time to freshen up, get out of my pajamas into my normal clothes, and enjoy the views as we head into the Maldives. Thank you once again for watching one of my trip reports. If you haven't done already, please do subscribe, and please let me know in the comments if you've flown Condor on the new A330neo and what you thought of the experience. Safe flying.